Well, I'm a certified teacher in Illinois. I am a consultant for the state of Illinois to academic advising, and I launched my own magazine called ED News Daily as of last year. Well, I went into education because when my dad left when I was about 12 years old, and nobody in my family had a master's degree or bachelor's degree or any college degree, and I kind of saw the path that we were going on, and we were struggling a little bit, well, a lot, and I realized that education was going to be my ticket, and I knew that that was going to make a difference for me and for others. And I actually I was very torn between education and journalism at one point. And I received a little post-it note from the enrollment advisor at Northeastern University. He wrote on there, when I called and I had asked for both programs, and he put a little note in there and he said, "Whatever you do in your life, I know you will be successful." And that was it. That was my decision was made, because that little tiny post-it note that I kept on my wall for 4 years, it had such an effect on me that I decided if his little tiny note could have such an effect on me, imagine what I can do with the kids that I would have in my classroom. The motivation behind that article was I felt that you really, really need to work hard to achieve what you want. Having started working at such a young age, that I knew from the moment my dad left, if I didn't make a life for myself, nobody was going to make a life for me. So the reason I wrote the article was to say the dream is out there, it's available, but you have to work so hard, and you have to really earn it, and you have to give. You have to give to the society, you have to give to your world, and you can't expect everything handed to you, because nothing is. You have to really work hard to attain your dream. It's brought an amazing feeling of connecting with people from other cultures. I went into ESL because when I was teaching, I felt such an overpowerful need to help the kids who had come into this country who were not able to speak English. I could see the kids, the kids that were born here, they were doing fine, and everyone has their struggles. But these kids faced different struggles. They faced culture shock, assimilation, they faced, just the feeling of not being able to speak your own language in your non-native country. It's brought a piece of cultural diversity into my life that I find so special. And my husband's parents are from Russia, so he's an immigrant as well. And so this whole world of helping each other and on a worldly basis, when you can do it right there in your own classroom, has had a great impact on my life, and I think on the lives of the kids that I've touched. I really don't think it's changed. I think in general people want the same thing. I think they want to be happy. They want to be able to know that they're okay financially. I don't think that it's a question of wanting a lot of money and being rich. I don't think that's what it is. I don't think the dream has changed. I think the route to attain the dream has changed significantly. With technology and networking and the way you find a job now, I think the hurdles are a little bit harder, and especially because of the economy and the need, supply, and demand is different. It used to be where you could send in a resume and you'd get 5 or 6 calls back. Now you can send in a resume and you're up against 100 applicants. So I think the road has changed, but not the actual dream. Tenfold. I have. If today was my last day on earth, I would be happy. I've accomplished a lot. Not that I want to go. I have a young daughter. But since I started so young, I feel like I've accomplished so much in my span of time here. I do. I think the first and most important thing is that you know yourself and you can define who you are and what your qualities are. So when you are ready to graduate, you can look at yourself against all of your graduates and you can say, I have this unique ability. This is what's going to make me stand out. You have to know yourself and your strengths. You have to work on your strengths. I would say don't focus on your weaknesses. Have a mentor. Have somebody that you can pick up the phone and call. And don't be afraid to do it, because people love mentoring and people love helping. And the last thing I would say that's the most important is to give as much as you can, because the more you give, the more you get. Completely, 100%. And I've learned that more this year than I ever have. I've always been a giver, but this year I've given a lot. And it's so important. It's just so important. And you'll be noticed for it. And you'll feel good about who you are and what you're doing in the world.